From the TV6 studio, this is Quad Cities Live.
Coming up on Quad Cities Live, celebrating and supporting the local hospitality industry. Visit Quad Cities joins us to talk about QC Restaurant Week, which kicks off on Monday. Hear about the record amount of local restaurants participating, plus a local chef will join us with a preview. Then a local baker is sharing her cupcake and cookie decorating skills with upcoming classes across the TV6 viewing area. Learn more during a live interview with I Bake It That Way by Nicole. And get ready for a visit from Adventure Bay. Paw Patrol Live Heroes Unite is coming to the vibrant arena at the Mark. Find out more about the show and how you can get tickets for you and your kids. Welcome to Quad Cities Live on this St. Patrick's Day, Friday, March 17th. I promise you I got my green on my socks. I'm Kiel. Morgan, OTA, and Jake Eastburn are off this week. To kick things off, if you're looking to expand your taste buds but don't want to stray too far from home, next week is the perfect week to do it in the Quad Cities. It's QC Restaurant Week. Joining us now to talk more about the participating restaurants and some perks to those participating in QC Restaurant Week is Katrina Kuning. She is a digital storyteller with Visit Quad Cities. Katrina, thanks so much for joining us today.
Yeah, my pleasure.
All right, so yeah, you got a busy week coming up next week. It's the 11th year. It started in 2012, QC Restaurant Week. So why was this week started? And why is it so important for our community?
Yeah, so Visit Quad Cities, our goal is to pump up the economy as much as we can, highlight those who are working and living and breathing in the community. And so QC Restaurant Week is a way to highlight our restaurant owners, encourage people in the community to go maybe explore a restaurant or coffee shop they haven't been to before. So it's just a way to kind of get that gusto back into the foodie scene.
And I'm newly back to the Quad Cities after being on for several years, and just it seems like every so often I'm finding someplace new that I'm driving by. So this is the week to kind of check out some of those places you might not have been to before. So it starts on Monday, March 20th, runs through next Sunday, the 26th, and this year you have a record amount of local restaurants participating. You're at 80?
Right, yep, we are over 80.
Wow.
So, I mean, it's hard to believe, but there's, over 700 restaurants in our regional destination, and so it's great when we can highlight, dozens and dozens of restaurants who wanted to participate and show off what they can offer.
And of course, you're giving some Quad Cityans a chance to win some free gift cards to some of these places. So how can people get involved and kind of engage in QC Restaurant Week?
Lots of ways. So go to qcrestaurantweek.com to start. We do have a contest, so if you participate, go buy a meal or something at one of our participating restaurants. You can send us a picture of your receipt, a picture of you with your food, what have you at the location, and we will enter your name into a drawing for a gift card. And there's a few that we'll be giving out.
Oh, that's awesome. So you kind of touched on this at the start of the segment, that these small locally owned restaurants, they are a big part of our local economy. How has highlighting these restaurants during QC Restaurant Week benefited our economy over the past decade?
So I think the first thing that somebody comes up to you and if they're from out of town or visiting friends, what have you, they'll say, hey, where can we get something to eat?
Yeah.
And the more we share and talk about each other's restaurant experiences and where we like to go, the more we can connect with people. And economy boosting and getting people to come here and enjoy is all about making those connections. And so the more we can just spread word of mouth and give recommendations, the better it is for those restaurant owners and people's experiences as a whole.
And it's always great to support local.
Absolutely, always support local.
That is for sure. Okay, so we've been talking about Restaurant Week starting, and you've asked Quad Cityans to kind of nominate local restaurant workers at some of the different restaurants, and you've had kind of an overwhelming support in this initiative. So how are you going to be highlighting these workers throughout the week?
Yeah, so we've had a boom of nominations. We've got about 450 people who were nominated. So we'll be going through, and at least 5 of those people nominated will be surprised at some point through the week.
Awesome.
We will give them, the appreciation and let them know that people love them and care and appreciate what they do. And we'll send them home with a little bit of swag and gifts.
Yeah, I think I remember this because you guys did this last year too,
We did,
right?
yeah, and we do it on Facebook Live so that everybody can tune in and
Yeah.
share those moments.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, well, again, QC Restaurant Week is going to be happening next week, starting on March 20th, going through the 26th. As Katrina mentioned, more than 80 participating eateries from across the QCA are going to be participating this year. You have the chance to win many gift cards by getting involved. You can post your meals with the hashtag QC Restaurant Week on social media. And again, the nomination is actually closed for those restaurant workers due to the overwhelming support from the Quad Cities community. So we look forward to hearing about some of the workers that you guys will be highlighting there on Visit Quad Cities. And of course, for more information on QC Restaurant Week, you can go to their website, QCRestaurantWeek.com. You can find all of the participating restaurants and get a refresher on how you can get involved. Katrina with Visit Quad Cities, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
All right, you're going to be busy next week,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
for sure. All right, well, coming up next here on Quad Cities Live, we are sticking with the food theme. We'll be in the TV6 kitchen with a local baker who's helping us all step up our game when it comes to decorating desserts. The classes she's offering next on Quad Cities Live. But first, in your community calendar, the St. Patrick's Day Bash begins this evening at the Mississippi Valley Fairgrounds. It's free admission. The bash will continue into Saturday. You can enjoy more than 20 hours of live music, and if you attend tonight, you'll be treated to a lighted parade. Fair food vendors will be on site both days, as well as the popular Flying Leprechaun skydivers. And you can check out more local events happening this weekend on our website, kwqc.com, as well as on our mobile app. Plus, you can share your events there as well.